Hello. Excuse me for the mess, but okay, this video is gonna have to be divided. I think I'm gonna have to edit it because this, I guess, is showing all the memory from my SD card, not my actual phone storage. So it's gonna be kind of funky between the split. But anyway, so I wanted to show off my one. It's about a couple of days late. I apologize, but this is the weekly update. Let's say it's kind of funky because I realized I was forgetting to do something, but it wasn't until today. I'm like, oh yeah, the weekly update. But anyways, though, I wanted to show off some the stuff I guess I've kind of done over the past week. Done more last week, but this week was more so a mellow week because it was my last week of school until school starts back again on the 24th. So trying to cherish my last 2 weeks until school starts back again. So yeah. Anyways, let's get right to it. Here is the quinoa. Quinoa, I think this kind of just flips out. I don't know if it's supposed to do that. Maybe it is because it's still doing well. You know, it's growing the second batch of leaves here. And then, I don't know, I may not look the best today because I have twisted out my hair and everything, so I'm not showing myself on camera. Sorry. Anyways, but here's the Italian parsley. I harvested some, and I actually have to harvest more today so I can feed the rabbits and all the animals. It's like 10 mammals in there. It's crazy. Anyways, here's a lemon balm. Here's the cilantro. I think this is it's a lemon something. Lemon verbena. Yeah, so that's just a little herbal place. I bought that blue container over there, where the papaya tree is, for that, so I can put it in there. Anyways, though, put all the herb stuff in there. Sorry. Anyways, here is the, just better. So, let's just go over the obvious changes. These have grown. Hopefully they grow big enough and be ready to harvest soon, because I made a vow to try and not buy any more tomatoes, at least for a while. So of course, with that, I have to wait until everything's ready to harvest. Which, they take kind of a while, the bigger ones. And here, this one's starting to turn red, the red bell pepper. So that's great. I mean, I'm like, tomatoes and peppers are not too far away from each other in terms of similarities. They're pretty similar in a way. They don't require as much pollination as maybe, squashes and a few other plants. And yeah, the strawberry stuff, fruit, I wonder how they're gonna turn out because they were red, as you seen before. Tomatoes, I think I'm gonna harvest some of these and actually take the seeds and make sure I put them in a good place. But yeah, these are indeterminate, so which means everything is going to start to, just going to have an extensive amount of fruiting season, blah, blah, blah. Let's look at this. This one is actually the ones that started to flower recently, kind of sprouted out on its own, and then now I already have some fruits on there, so that's great. Let's go to this one over here. I know it's kind of almost time for them to zucchini, because they really last, I guess, one season, maybe until like early fall or something, early to mid fall, and so that's why they're still flowering, and that's why I haven't taken them out. But they kind of go upwards, and as you see, I think I have a few female flowers here. They're kind of small, so I don't even know how that's gonna work, because zucchini is kind of heavy. But I'll still try it anyway, because it never hurts to try something new. Yeah, and the butternut squash, I took out quite a few within the past week. So there's only like 3 of these plants left because, I don't know. I know basically they were supposed to be in a bigger, they're supposed to be spaced out and stuff, but it was all a test. I'm not stressing. There's always next year. Yeah. I still have the seeds. Worst case scenario, I can, just seeing how certain things will grow. But those would definitely have to be grown way spaced apart. And I think I'm learning that the hard way now. Something I just feel like pulling out because it's like, what's the point, Yeah. Oh yeah. Anyways, this thing is gonna cut off pretty soon, so I have to wait until the video kind of is done and then go off. But anyway, let's keep going. Here's the cucumber. It just was the one that got pollinated. I didn't transplant these because I wasn't. I honestly thought this was watermelon until I actually took a closer look at the flowers and realized that's not what watermelon flowers are supposed to look like. Yeah, so they mislabeled these, and I got another cucumber flower, which this one actually started to flower, which is good, but it's definitely it was unique because I think I didn't get it when they had the female flowers and stuff, or at least I didn't pay attention, so that's something I can learn about. Yeah. And then here I have the okra, and then I have the onions. The video's gonna cut off, so let me start. Okay, now I'm using my internal storage. The video cut off. But anyways, here is the carrots. Carrots are actually going pretty well. They can grow year round in this region, Tendy, in this zone. And yeah, everything here is going okay. The okra, though, on the other hand, I don't know. I mean, it had a whole ant colony, and I think that's kind of starting to die down. But yeah, that is my little bed. Bed. So, anyways, here is the Mr. Stripey. This one is actually starting to flower. If you can look closer, it's starting to flower pretty well. And then here I have the Roman tomatoes. They're growing, it's great. They have quite a few flowers. So if these can all be successfully pollinated, that means I would have at least 5 so far. But as you know, bigger tomatoes may take longer to be able to harvest, as I realize. Yeah. Anyways, here I had to pull out this one because I think it had some sort of disease going on, and I didn't want it to affect the other ones, unfortunately. So I'll see if I can find other ones. I hope so. But I'm not stressing too much because I just didn't want it to spread to my other ones. It kind of did, Sorry, I didn't know it was that close. Yeah. Yes, I'm still getting some fruit from this one and that one, which is great. And then I guess these are doing pretty well. I mean, they kind of, maybe it was because it's too hot. Some of these, I know this is the Trinidad Scorpion tomato, and they tend to do well in I guess more humid climates. This is just a pretty dry climate, so maybe they're just not used to this kind of heat. So I think that's one thing why they were kind of wilting, or these were kind of wilting at first, and then they kind of sprouted back, expanded, sprouted back to life. But I added some fertilizer, organic fertilizer to these. Yeah. What else do I have here? forgot what these are called. Oh, right, there's Sweet Million. Yeah, these are supposed to grow an extensive amount of tomatoes that kind of go down. And this one I'm definitely going to need a trellis for. I should have to wait on that. This one, this Biltmore tomato. This is starting to be buying, which is good. Pretty happy about that because at first it was just kind of withering, but as you can see, the leaves are coming back. That is great. And then here is the Roman. Not the Roma, the kale, and some idiot keeps coming by and eating part of the leaves, and that's what they kept doing to my spinach over there. That's why I may not have some ready to harvest. And as you see, I have some edamame that's ready. As long as I have some, like a finished, just one, and I can be able to plant more, I think I'll be okay. I'll see how that is able to work. And then my sweet potatoes. I guess these are actually starting to expand. These are new, actually. That's good. That's good. We're gonna take over the bed somehow. That's all I know. Again, I went over these. Okra is going pretty tall. I didn't know that. I said this before. I didn't know that they get that tall. So something I'm learning as we go. Here's the corn. Corn I was supposed to transplant a while back, but obviously I didn't get the chance to do it. I was just kind of waiting for the one over there to die out, which I'm gonna have to take out soon anyways. Yeah. And plus, I was thinking about transplanting or sowing more corn. Blah blah blah. Yeah. Here is the cucumbers. Lemon. I forget which one those are. Maybe the lemon ones, the funny ones. And then here are the beans. The beans actually go. It depends, but I know I'm planting them kind of close. But I just, I didn't know what I was doing with it. But it's for air. I'm sorry, it's not as informative as my other weeks, but I'm just trying new things as the heat season goes, because they said it's good to plant in the summer. I guess this is the season to thrive, depending on the beans that you plant. But majority of them, they do well in summer, from what I heard. Here, these I actually had to put out during the last week because I think I don't know, I guess we put a fan by the window over there that gets the most adequate amount of sunlight in the house, and so I had no choice but to take these outside. But I mean, these are outdoor plants too, so I think they would hopefully be well enough to grow in the sun at this point. I just needed, I guess, to put them inside when they were getting ready to ouch, sorry I touched this, when they were getting ready to germinate. That's the word. But anyways, here is the raspberry. Going pretty well. Sorry for the mess. I don't know how it keeps getting like that. And then this one, they call it, look at it, it's crazy. Like so many flowering and so many growing. It's definitely an ornament. It looks like, it's like a Christmas tree a little bit. And herbal pot. Into the tomatoes. This one, yeah, they're starting to flower, but I wonder how many of these will be ready when actually bear fruit. I hope a lot, because those are the ones. That's the one those are the ones that actually grew from seed. So I treat them. They mean a lot to me. Here's the spinach that somebody just came along and ate. That's devastating. Extremely devastating. And then here are the cilantros that are starting to flower. I think I'll be able to hopefully get some seeds from these. But can you imagine? Luckily, I'm not, stressing out over the spinach, but those idiots ate my spinach, whoever they are. I think these I'm gonna, I keep saying that, but it has been, ironically, a pretty busy week. So I wasn't able to go to the garden, the community garden, but I wanted to see if I can at least plant these where they could, to make a communal space where they can grow over the next 6 months or so and be ready to grow stuff. I hope, that'll be okay with them, at least. That's what I'm hoping. And here's the zinnia. Zinnia is going pretty large and well. Look at that. Almost forgot to actually water these portions. Yeah, zinnia is going pretty well. Definitely approaching a foot. Not a foot, but like a few inches less. Here is the papaya I actually bought this week. I think it was on Wednesday or Thursday, somewhere along those lines. I think no, it was actually Friday. So I bought some strawberry papaya, and these actually grow pretty fast. I think they said they grow between like 9 and 12 months after they first, they germinated from seed. So which means I will be able to get some fruits within the next few months, which I'm excited for. I know my mom would be more excited because she really likes papaya. Yeah. I can't remember if I did it this week or last week, but I cut the sunflower down, and of course I transplanted the sunflowers. Fortunately, these didn't make it, but I know this one is, it's actually started to grow more. So I think this one would definitely make it. I'll see if I can grow more sunflowers because they're definitely beautiful when they're ready to bloom. And yeah, they're nice to have in a garden. They attract a lot of pollinators and seeds. If you want to munch on them, they're good to do so. Chamomile. Yeah, I cut some of these and they're still starting to bolt. That's the word. So my nose is actually irritating me. Anyway, here's the lemongrass. I cut some and fed some to the animals. These, whatever they are actually. Oh, of course I know what those are. Those are eggplants. I had a flowering eggplant. And these I get to flower. And here's the cilantro. And here's this one. These are doing pretty well. I'm sorry. The Ixor. I think this is more so my tropical one. The hibiscus, the Ixor, if I'm saying it right. And then this one. Yeah. I was thinking about getting another one, but I'm like, nah. Wouldn't make much sense to do so. Here's this. Yeah, these are beautiful when they turn different colors. One of the berries are the way of how they tend to spread the seeds. Of course, the lavender is flowering. It's great. It's great. I think they go through this phase and stuff when I'm ready to transplant. These are already bolted. I realize I think it kind of depends on which one. These look like those are somehow doing kind of well. It's kind of cool. especially in this climate. I wasn't expecting that. And then there's the basil. You see, these are from. This is from the. Oh, gosh, the seeds just probably dropped somewhere. But these are from the butterfly weed. The how these stringy things that help them move along the wind and spread their seeds so they can flower, sprout other places. There's surprise, yeah. It's kind of weird. These weren't the climate or the season to grow them in, so but they're still doing okay, I guess. You're supposed to wait until like at least late fall, winter, spring. And so the ones I have over there are gonna be ready to harvest soon. And here these grow pretty well, at least in the shade. I haven't even been able to pot it somewhere, but they're still growing the lemon thyme, kind of like a mini bush. 2 lavenders, and then the bee balm, the fuchsia, already starting to kind of revive itself, which is cool. So I didn't, just do anything with it. Oh, look at that! Look, the lime. The lime is actually starting to flower, so which means lime for me. Yay! They usually flower in spring. I thought I missed the season, but they're doing pretty well. There is, the butterfly weed. So this is what I'm talking about. They kind of make this pouch, and that's when, after the flowering stage, and you see there's 2 more here, 3 more, and then they just kind of spread their seeds. So I do think, I can probably take some of those seeds and use it for other stuff. It's cool. I hope they're doing well. I think I'm gonna see if I can add some, maybe they need some fertilizer of some sort. Because it comes with fertilizer, the stuff, but it's kind of weird. I don't know how this works out too well. And here is my autumn sage. They were flowering back there, but they're not. But they're doing okay. Here is my bamboo. Bamboo's doing cool. It's nice, providing some sort of shade. I forgot the name of these. Lucky Star lipstick. Wow, they can flower for a really long time, actually. I mean, I probably had this for like a week, like approaching 2 weeks, and they're already still looking like this. And there's, you can see there's a fly on it, and the fly apparently likes it. Blue Days, doing okay. Mexican Heather. My other plants, lemongrass, and I know this is kind of, it's just crazy. But anyways, this was the weekly update. I'm gonna try and do much more this week because I have more time at least, and plus yesterday I went up to Ojai and was able to. Let me turn this off because I don't think I'm going to order anything else. Sorry. I went up to Ojai and got a little fountain thing. Actually, I'll show it just about now. But I have to go and feed the rabbits, so I'm going to put the video on pause and try and harvest some stuff. Or, let me see. I'm going to need 2 hands for this. I'm going to put it on pause. Okay, so here's the harvest I got for the rabbits, which will have to be decimated because of the limited amount of food. And you see why these rabbits are an issue. Because look at this. Look at it. Look. 2 of them on top of the table. Get off the table. Look. On the table. It's a tall table. Get off the table. Yum. Yum, 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 yum. Yum. Okay, I wanted to show this off, lastly. Just show off like a couple things I got from 2-hour drive to Ojai. I went into this store called Fig, and I saw that they had an adjustable fountain, and so it comes with this, like a little thing. You just put it in a bucket or stock, mini stock tank, and it comes with a pump, and the pump, it's a 50 gallon per hour. It's not big, so it's relatively small for the size, but I'm thinking, I don't know, maybe it's not molly fish. It's kind of similar to molly fish, but it's like the little colorful fish that looks like koi. But I was gonna get, so I may get some, may do something with it. I'll find a bucket around or something, or maybe, let me get one. Just to have, because I wanted to have like a little fountain area, maybe in the back step, but something, just because I like the sound of flowing water, but just to have it maybe by the back step on a hot summer day or something. But I would have to put some sort of barricade by it so the cats and stuff won't go too close to it. I think that's my main concern. So yeah, that's the non good part about, I guess, not having an outlet by the outside, because there's none. Can't really, and I realized that years ago. But anyways, though, I have this, and I'm excited to see what I can do with it. Anyways, thanks for watching. See you next week.